Hello everybody, welcome again to my kitchen. Today we are going to be making Caesar salad. It's so good. So I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to make the dressing and how to even make the croutons that go inside of it. And we're actually going to be doing gluten-free croutons, but you can use regular bread. So anyway, and it's super yummy, and I think you're really going to like it. And the dressing goes good on anything. Potatoes or vegetables, but it's supposed to be for the salad. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's get started. So we did a video on how to make gluten-free bread. Now I have 4 slices here, and we are going to cut these slices into small cubes. I mean, you can make them into big cubes, small cubes, medium-sized cubes, whatever size you want your croutons to be is how big you will cut them. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get all these cut, like so, and then I'm going to put them into a bowl. Alright. Oh, I got some on the counter there. Probably wouldn't have been easier for me to just to brush them in there. Now, you can use gluten-free bread that you buy from the store also, or you can just use regular bread. So this is just a general way to make homemade croutons. I'm using gluten-free ones so that I can enjoy them along with my children. So you want to use 4 slices of bread, whatever kind of bread you're going to use. And then to that, you're going to want to add a half of a teaspoon of rosemary, a half of a teaspoon of marjoram, and a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a half of a teaspoon of salt. Now I have all of those ingredients in here, and I usually like to mix them up ahead of time because then I don't have like clumps of seasoning here and there. So I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle the seasonings on. I'm gonna just toss it. Just continue to try to make sure that the seasonings are evenly distributed. I mean, I guess I could have just put the whole clump of the seasoning in there and hoped for the best, but I'd rather not. All right. Now that I got all my seasonings in there, just toss it a little bit. Alright, so these I'm going to go ahead and put them on a pan, and I am going to let these bake at 350 degrees for 10 minutes. I'm going to just kind of spread them out nice and even. Alright, these are ready for the oven. I'm going to put these in the oven, again at 350 for 10 minutes, and when they are done, I will bring them out to show you. Alright, the croutons are done. We're going to set that there so I don't burn the counter. Alright, look at those yummy croutons. Oh, they look so good. Nice and crunchy and crisp. Oh yes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let these cool before we put them in our salad, because we're doing a Caesar salad, and this is part of the croutons that go in the Caesar salad. So we'll let these cool, and then we will come back. Alright, I'm going to show you how to make Caesar salad dressing. So we have 2 tablespoons of blanched almonds. Well, these aren't blanched, are they? The recipe calls for blanched almonds, but I always use regular almonds because why get rid of the skin? It's so yummy and it's so good for you. So 2 tablespoons of almonds, and you can use sliced almonds or slivered almonds, whatever kind of almonds you want to use. Then we're going to do 1 clove of garlic. I'm just going to twist that, and that gets the skin right off there. Nice and easy. Let's plop that right in there. Then we have 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast flakes. Put that in there. We have 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And 1 teaspoon of salt. All right, then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of water. Now, this doesn't look like very much dressing. This actually goes for, this is a 1 recipe where you do 1 large head of romaine. And then you have your croutons, which we showed you how to make, and then you have the dressing, you mix it all together. Usually I make probably a quadruple batch of this, and we put it on almost everything. We put it on salad, we put it on potatoes, we put it on vegetables. It's just really, really good. So now you can do this in your blender, but because I'm doing such a small amount, I'm actually going to use my immersion blender. These work really nice, and I actually got this from a friend. Her name is Dawn, and she gave this to me when we lived up north near Petoskey area, and it's been such a blessing to have it. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this until it's kind of, not smooth, but to where it's smooth, to where there's still a little bit of grittiness to it. All right, our blending is done. Now you can probably see on this that it's still a little bit chunky, and that's okay. We want it still a little bit chunky because I think in usual Caesar dressing it has like Parmesan and stuff like that in it. So this kind of gives it that Parmesan type effect inside the dressing. So we're gonna go ahead and leave it like that. And let's go mix our salad. All right, so we've already made our croutons, and we've already made our dressing. If I can get it open. Yumminess. Well, one friend of mine says that this is it's called liquid gold. Anyway, so I have my salad. Now you can add some kale into this. You can add other types of lettuces. You can add spinach. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. So I have all my lettuce rinsed or washed and dried and everything. So you're just going to put some croutons on there. Now, the recipe calls for a much bigger salad, but I'm only going to do part of this for right now because I think I'm going to be the one eating this by myself. All right, put some dressing on there. Now the dressing is potent, so you can always add more. You can't add less. I'm just going to toss that a little bit. Oh, doesn't that look delicious? You know, the perfect part about making everything is usually when we film stuff and we make stuff, it's right before a meal. So I'm going to be eating this very soon after this is mixed up. All right, let me grab a plate. All right, we got our plate here. Yummy salad. I could eat this like for every single meal if I could. Probably shouldn't, but it wouldn't hurt me if I did. I mean, it's got almonds in it, so you got your fiber. It's got lemon juice in it, so you got that vitamin C in there. It's got nutritional yeast flakes, so it's got B12. So anyway, look at that. It's so delicious. And you can see like the little specks of almonds in there. Oh, it's so good. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I know that you're going to absolutely love it. I have never had anybody say that they didn't like the dressing. So, liquid gold. I hope you enjoy this recipe, and I look forward to doing more recipes with you in the future.